Don't stand, don't stand so, don't stand so close to me. She's like, stop singing. Oh my God. Oh man. So the other day I was at the day 18. 2 times 9 is 18. Day 18. So yeah, the cat ran off. She didn't want to listen to me talk or sing. I think it was this singing. So yeah, the other day I was at the grocery store and I was looking through the liquor aisle and I was like, oh, look at all this stuff. And, I don't really need anything. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, I spun around and I looked at the aisle there, and it didn't occur to me that whole aisle is stuff that you add to mixed drinks. And I saw ginger beer. Oh, and I showed you those, right? It says ginger beer. Like, ooh, let's try it. Why not? We're all gonna be dead in a few months anyways, so let's try it. So I got some. I let Mom have a little sip of the first one, and she was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I was like, yeah. The only problem is it's like $5.50 for 4 of them. Like, whoa. Anyway, she's like, I like that. I wanted to try some more. So she came home with this. And apparently they're not all the same. And the first thing I learned with the first one, they're not alcoholic. It's like ginger ale. It's a soda pop. But this one tastes like they flavored it with battery acid. And I'm not kidding. Well, this has been sitting in the fridge at this level. I opened this one because I wanted it. It's been sitting there because I haven't poured it out yet. And that's what's going to happen to it. But it's terrible. Oh my God, it's horrible. But surprise to me, and let me see if you can see this. Oh, let's do this. See the sediment in the bottom, right? This has all of the stuff in it, and it says on the thing, it says invert bottle before opening. So what you're meant to do is see it. See all the stuff? Ooh. And that mixes it up. And the only problem with that is, this is pressurized. Oh, you jerk. The other one didn't do that. It's all over me. That's all right. But yeah, see all the sediment in there? It tastes so good. It's better in you than on you. Anyway, like, oh, that's not real beer. Like, I'm all sticky now. It's not beer. The one yesterday popped. Like when I did the top, it went. It's like, oh, that's so cool. So, Anyway, the new normal amounts of traffic. Everything's the same as it has been. It was a Monday, kind of a crummy Monday, but second job I went to, I opened a pressurized, about 30 psi pressurized filter vessel, and blew recycled water all over myself. Oh, it was so gross. So I had to work the rest of the morning like that. And I came home for lunch and took a quick shower and ate something. Oh, just miserable, miserable. It's been raining all day, and as the heavy weight of thunder rolls across the valley and strikes fear into the souls of mortal men. It's starting to rain again. That is so good. That is, I can't recommend that highly enough. Bundaberg, that is a product of Australia, and it is really good. So I'm going to be kind of brief today, guys. Right now, if you get laid off, and I don't know how true this is, I haven't actually looked. Right now, if you get laid off or let go from your job, you get your full salary plus like $600 a week. I've heard several places, several media outlets, several things comment on this. I don't know how true it is, but that's what they're saying. And the other day I was saying it's really important that we keep our spirits high, you know, we keep happy and we keep going. And I gotta tell you, things are slow. There's so many people off work that there's so many people that aren't buying stuff, and whatever industry you're in, whatever you do, you're seeing that slowdown. Your company is seeing a loss of revenue. This isn't good. That means there's less work to do for as many people. This means that your managers, your supervisors, your company owners, depending on the size of the company, senior management, they're going to be stressed out. And just the stress of everything that's going on, right, is kind of getting at us all. But on top of it, your supervisors, managers, middle management, you know, everybody's kind of hitting a point now, I think, where they're trying to justify their existence at their company if they're still going to work. And to add to the problem is right now unemployment is your full salary plus $600 a week is what I've heard. I've also heard $400 a week on top of your full salary. I've heard your full salary plus some. I've heard we're now paying people more to not work than we pay them to work across the board. I haven't actually looked at it. I don't have hard numbers. So don't quote me on this, and don't go quit your job. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here. As your management, supervision, and all that, as they're getting stressed and everybody's trying to, you know, even your HSE people are going to be trying to justify their existence at the company. Everybody's going to be riding you if you're a worker. And everybody's going to be riding you to a degree. And everybody's going to be, there's just going to be a lot of friction and tension. It's really important, and it's tempting to go, well, hell, if I get laid off, I'll make even more money and I can sit at home and play Xbox, right? It's really tempting to think that way. As these tensions and these strifes build, as everybody, you know, is starting to realize this is a serious problem and it's going to be ongoing, right? It's important to remember, if you're still at work, it's probably because you're essential. And I'm going to tell you, you are essential. You're needed. You are needed. In whatever it is you're doing, you would already be home if you weren't. So as tempting as it is to listen to your manager, your boss, or who the heck ever go, you know, and take their stress out on you, as tempting as it is to go, If I got fired right now, I'd make more money. You need to remember the nurses and the doctors. You have orthopedic doctors who are changing over and going, okay, I don't need to be a foot doctor right now. I don't need to be a bone doctor. I don't need to be you know, I don't need to be a hearing doctor right now. Everybody's got training in the medical profession to some degree or another to deal with emergencies. You know, they are at least first responder grade, no matter what they do. So there are so many people that are changing over and doing more. They just graduated an entire class of doctors. Here's your diploma. Get to work, because this shit's real. Right? This is real. Well, we need you on the front lines. We're at war with this thing. Here's your diploma. Get going. Class is out. You're done. You graduated. Get on it. And those people have their little pail of water and they're charging hell, man. And make no mistake about it. They got a pail of water and they're charging hell. And I'm telling you, you are necessary. You are needed. And no matter how stressful things get for your boss, no matter how much strife he gives you, she, whatever, no matter who in your organization is feeling a need to justify their existence, no matter what they say to you, that extra money on unemployment right now is not worth it. And I'm not talking about you're selfish, you know, and I do mean selfish after the fact. At some point, this unemployment will run out, it'll stop, and then, oh, I won't have a job to come back to because they're mad at me. That's selfish. Don't get it wrong. That's selfish. You're thinking about yourself. What about the future, right? Even discounting that, you're needed right now in this fight. What's going on in the world? They just announced today, what was it? The guy says they're getting like 200 dead a day in New York City. Hi, Miss Kitty. They're getting like 200 dead a day in New York City, and they're being overwhelmed. The morgues are being the hospitals aren't yet, which is great news. They're still handling, you know, but people are dying. Excuse me. This stuff is really good. Highly recommended. Tell you, I'm not getting a dime from these guys. I tell you about stuff I like, and oh, this is good. Yeah, the hospitals are still handling the sick, but people are dying from it at a faster rate than they can handle. And the guy says, kind of a candid moment, he says, we may have to bury people temporarily in the parks. And then somebody else came out and said, well, no, come on, yeah, no, that's a little bit out there. Well, that's their job, is to clean that up, right? Like he slipped and he stepped in some poo. That's their job, is to clean the poo, right? But he stepped in it. He done stepped in it. And he said that, and it's like, holy cow. It's that serious in New York. New Orleans is in bad shape right now. The whole country's looking at hard times, guys. And as tempting as it is to go, I could sit at home and play Xbox and not take these risks and get paid more money and not have to take these risks or listen to this boss do this stupid thing. As tempting as that is, I'm telling you, you are needed. You're needed. You're necessary. We got to stay on this together, guys. We got to stay in this fight together. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're necessary. And they need you. And we all need you. And you need to keep rocking and rolling and keep it going. You need to stay in the fight. And yeah, it's at risk to yourself. Believe me, I don't know. I spent an entire day in the basement at a hospital the other day. You know, we're watching these numbers grow exponentially here. You know, and in the whole time, people are going, "Oh, it's nothing." It is something. You know, believe me, I'm not just talking out of my backside. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm down there. I'm doing it too, and I'm asking you to keep doing it. No matter what this said to you, no matter how things get with your coworkers, no matter how your family says, please stay home. And it's hard if you've got kids to look at those kids and go, if I just stay home, you know, I don't run the risk of infecting these kids. And we're down to it. And Trump said, much as you like the guy or don't like the guy, Trump said this is going to be a really rough 2 weeks. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a really rough 2 weeks. He's right about that. It's going to be rough. It's already looking harsh, guys. Are we going to be as bad as Italy? No. No, we're not. Is it going to be a cakewalk? Is it just the flu? No. No. But we all need to keep fighting. Keep fighting the fight, you know? Keep doing the thing. Do what you do. Make it happen. Whatever it is, get it done. Help us all win this fight. We all have to do that. So, keep your spirits up. Keep rocking and rolling. We're going to win this no matter what, you know. If it costs a few of us to save a few more of us, it's what we got to do, guys. It's rolling this in.
In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
Huh? Right? That was long before I was ever born. My brothers and sisters, that has never changed. That is what it is. And it always has been. Until the end of time, it always will be. It's not time for what can be done for us. It's time for what we can do. Thanks, Cat. Stay off of that. That's my root beer. So, anyway, that's my message. I hope that's inspiring. I don't know. We got to keep going, guys. We got to rock and roll. We got to do this. We got to do what we do. I'm not saying kill yourself doing it. Even if your boss tells you to do that. I'm just telling you, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep doing the thing. And we got to win this. And it may mean some of us don't win it ourselves. But if we do enough that overall we win it, it's important. It's really important. So guys take care wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. Stay clean. Right? Have a good one. Take it all in stride. And I'll see you tomorrow.
I sound really fine. 아무렇지 않은 척